Gentle love, the kind that lifts you up, no matter how far apart. I guess you could call it chance, but we know it's more than that. It's like we've always known that's set in stone.
This corner there, then next step. And it gets brighter upstairs, maybe. Too dark, I'll come down. Careful. I had a whole corner set up here, like a studio
Yeah?
for taking pictures
Oh, yeah.
of the models.
Lucky to be loved by you. And come the storms, weather, short or long, will I still be right where you are? I
Can't
guess
see
you
my well, but
could
under
call
there,
it
there's dozens of globes.
but we
Yeah,
know
I have photos of them.
it's like we're
I was up here many, many times, and I didn't notice above the door there's a canoe
Canoe.
in the hanging from the rafters at the end there. Yeah, you can say this is the kind of thing I love. Okay. See in the back there's so much stuff, all those toys on the shelf over there. I could spend a year in here. Okay, good.
Hi, dog. Oh, just in time. Nice.
Oh, I'll call you back, Terry. Okay. Yes, I'm hard at work. Is this as good as going for a walk? See, the bottom will look like the top when I take the mask off.
Beautiful.
It's a Christmas present
Oh, yeah.
for somebody who loves birds.
Nice. Beautiful.
Obviously not
Good
finished.
color.
Not finished, but in progress.
Wow.
Okay.
Hi, Greg. How are you?
Hi, Tony.
Okay, nice to meet you.
You too.
Can
Welcome.
you introduce yourself, please?
I'm a painter. That's all there is to it. I don't
Okay.
know anything else.
I just one question. What story or message did you intend to convey through your artwork?
Well, what I want to do is encourage the people that are looking at them to discover things within themselves. So I don't want to give them my message. I want to give them an image which makes them think and respond and discover things in their own minds.
Okay. What artist styles do you prefer, and how does it manifest in your work?
Oh, there's many artists. I think all good artists inspire me, and I'm not sure if there's any one single one that really makes me want to paint like that. I think even if I discovered that I was trying to copy a certain style, I would make myself try something different just to challenge myself.
Okay. Can you describe the process of creating your artwork from the initial ideas to computation?
Oh, it's complicated, and it takes a long time for many of them to get to the point where I'm ready to start painting. I will get just one tiny little idea of something, like a certain pose or a certain object, and start working and thinking about it a lot for a long time, and think about different ways of representing that and painting that. And it goes through many, many changes with different backgrounds, different poses, and different emotions, different atmosphere in the painting. And then finally, when I'm fairly certain about what the painting should look like, I start to paint. And then often then, when I start to see it on the canvas, I decide to change something too. So it takes a long time. The painting itself may not only take 3 or 4 weeks, but some of them take 6 months to decide on what exactly to paint.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What sources or experiences inspire you in your creative process?
A lot of traveling. I see a lot of so much different variety in the world, and traveling to different countries and museums and galleries all over the world, and that's about it. I don't know. There's many, just living and thinking what people are experiencing within themselves, within their own spirit, and trying to represent certain feelings like that.
Oh, yeah. What is your artistic vision or goal? What kind of impact do you hope to make through your art?
That, again, I just mainly want people to look at my paintings and discover something within themselves. I don't want to impose my own beliefs or anything on them. I want them to be inspired or moved to think about things themselves.
Oh, yeah. Which artists or painters have you influenced your work? Can you recall a pivotal moment or experience that significantly impacted your art?
Artists, and there's many artists that over the years I look at artists and get very interested in one for a few months and study a lot, and then I hope I kind of incorporate the important aspects that I've seen in that artist. But there's many over the years. Renaissance painting, there's a Northern Renaissance like Dürer and Rembrandt and Vermeer, and then modern paintings like Edward Hopper, and there's some surrealist painters that aren't very well known like Remedios Vero that I think create a wonderful magic atmosphere in their paintings that I don't really try to copy, but I would love to be able to invoke the same feelings. And then there's other places like in South Korea. I went to many museums and traveled in the country and went to Buddhist temples and shrines. So it was the atmosphere and the feeling is inspiring and wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Could you share your artistic background and educational experiences?
I started painting and creating before I was really thinking about anything else. And my older brother was an artist who probably inspired me to at least try, but once I started, I couldn't stop. And then after high school, I tried to go to university, but I was already so fixed on my own ways that I didn't fit in very well with the curriculum, what they were trying to push people to be a certain type of artist, and it was too late for me to change. So I only went for 1 year, and then I went and took graphic design for a few years, where they're not trying to influence your style, but you can learn a lot of technical methods and techniques to get where you want to be in a painting. So that was useful.
Okay. What upcoming project or goals do you have as an artist?
Upcoming?
Yes.
I'm getting old and I don't have much time, and I just want to paint as many paintings and create as many images as I can to make my years full of satisfaction.
Oh, yeah. Since when did you like drawing?
As I said, 5 years old.
Oh, 5.
All
Wow.
the time. I think my mother used to have drawings that I made when I was 5.
Oh. How many countries have you traveled to so far? And which country left the greatest impression on you?
The countries probably that I remember most and would like to go back to if I ever had time and would be Italy, just because there's so much very famous art there, like the Renaissance paintings in Florence and Venice and Rome. And in Rome, just such long tradition that you can feel there, because just walking in the streets, you can feel, you can see remains of the Roman Empire, just walking in any street. And then the same thing with the long, long tradition when I visited Korea. I had studied in anthropology the history of Korea, so I knew all about the very old kingdoms, and I traveled all over South Korea and went to all the kingdoms and visited, now I've forgotten the name, but in the south there's a tiny little kingdom with the burial mounds way up in the mountains. I climbed up there and visited, and you feel the history and the culture in places like that.
Okay. What were your impressions regarding Korea?
I've just said it was such a different atmosphere that I'm used to, that it was, every day was just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Okay, lastly, you are currently working at an art school here. Are you satisfied with the art school here?
Yeah, well, I don't work here. I just rent this studio in the art center, and I think it's wonderful to have an art center like this, because other artists come and go, and I get to meet other artists, and we discuss art and style and approaches like that. And I'm very, very lucky. I feel blessed to have found this studio, because finding a good studio space is very difficult and usually very expensive. So I feel very, very happy to be here.
Okay. Please explain each picture among the pictures you draw.
Well, I can't explain them, because as I've explained before, that they evolve over a long time. So I'm never quite sure of the explanation myself, but I can only give my impression once they're done. They seem to come out of nowhere, not really me, not my ideas. They just evolved themselves. But this is obviously a young woman. Somehow there's a pathway of stones across the ocean off into the distance, and that she must have been walking for many hours to get close to this candle, and there's a couple of hummingbirds flying around it, and it seems like that was her goal all along.
Okay, and this one is
This one is in progress. It's not finished. You can see that some parts, like this man and the owl and the arch, are much more complete. These figures are just sketched in.
Yeah.
These are more finished in the back here.
Okay.
So I'm still working on that one.
Oh, still working on it.
Yeah.
Wow, this one is
That one is a strange one. That I think of that one as what people think about painting. They're always asking what the painting is about, like you do, Tony. But so this man, somebody has drawn a fly on the paper on the ground there, and the man is confusing that drawing with a real fly, and he's about to swat it with a fly swatter, because he doesn't know the difference between reality and drawings.
Oh yeah.
And the woman behind him is wondering what he's doing. Oh, and this one, so this one is, I describe, it's a man sitting in a big cardboard box, and there's some kind of a temple bell outside of it, like this one.
Yeah.
Which I have.
Oh, where did you get it?
I can't even remember where I bought it.
That one is, I think this one is Korea.
It could be.
Yeah.
Maybe I got it there, but that's what inspired the bell
and bells here, right?
in the bell in the painting.
Oh.
And the man, I think there's an expression I don't know about, thinking out of the box.
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
So that's man in the box is meditating on how to think out of the box.
Oh yeah, and wow, this one is so cool.
This is a good example of how I was saying that things really evolve slowly over years. So I just had this idea of a pose like this, sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a woman, it wasn't nude, it was just the pose that I started with. And then I started thinking about how to put that in a painting, and I tried different things. There was a brick wall behind her, different kind of wooden wall, wooden things. And so I kept on, it just keeps changing until it seems right.
Oh.
And then even this one, I had finished the whole painting, and I didn't like something about it. And then I realized the ground or the floor I didn't like. So I painted over the whole floor again after everything else was finished.
Oh, next drawing is very
This one,
very cold.
I don't know what to say. Is a man out somewhere? It's like everybody's just doing their work.
Yeah.
And he's just resigned to keep on trucking, keep on keeping on.
Oh yeah.
And there's no explanation to life.
Oh,
you just do it.
Yeah. Oh, this color is very good color. This one.
Yeah, this is actually not, this is more traditional scenery, of course.
Yeah.
This is on the East Coast in New Brunswick.
Oh, New Brunswick.
Yeah, so that thing in the background is called a lobster pound, and where all the lobster fishermen, it's a compound, like a little pool where they put all their lobsters and store them until they're ready to sell.
Yeah.
And so I just liked the patterns.
Oh, wow. And also, This one's a little bit foggy.
That's very typical of
Yeah.
the East Coast. That's
Yeah.
in Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Yes,
Oh,
just
beautiful.
very close, a few miles from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia.
Wow.
And that's what it's like there.
Is a contrabass or right? Contrabass.
Something or a
Yeah.
viola or something.
Yeah.
And again, when COVID began and there was big lockdowns,
Yeah.
I went to live in a cottage in Nova Scotia for 6 months. And that's what I painted there. That's why I guess it's all kind of so lonely, because I was isolated.
Okay.
And she's just struggling to make sense. She doesn't understand how she got into that situation.
Oh, yeah.
Holding up the instruments.
Okay. This one is San Francisco or where?
That's Halifax Harbor.
Halifax. Oh.
Yeah. Anybody from Halifax would
wow.
recognize the power plant
Yeah.
and the bridges.
Oh.
And a lot of people have come in here and said, "Oh, that's Halifax."
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it, this one? Chinese language, right? Do you know
yes,
Do you know
yes, I know what it
Yeah,
means. I have it over there too.
Mean is, yeah, over there too.
See?
All right, yeah. Nothing, right?
It means nothing.
Yeah, right.
It reminds me that I shouldn't take anything too seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
That there's
Okay.
no meaning to anything.
Okay.
Everything I tell you is just
Okay.
made up.
This drawing is very beautiful colors.
Yeah. Again, I can't explain it. I started just wanting to paint the fishbowl, and I felt like painting a fish, and then I had to think, why would a fishbowl be in a painting? And
Yeah.
then the woman was just looking at the fish. Maybe she's wondering that too. What's a fishbowl doing in her room?
Okay. And what is the picture, this one?
Oh, that's just my rough biography, very little, to let people know when they come into my studio who I am.
Okay.
I should have read that when you asked me.
Okay, good. So,
Oh, and that's what I'm working on right now.
yeah.
It is a foggy ocean coast, of course, obviously, but it's not a real place. It's kind of the distillation of my whole experience, because I've traveled so much and seen coastline like this everywhere,
Oh.
and it's all my whole experience all in one.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Very good. Wow.
See here, this man is
Oh.
about nothing.
Oh, he's Japanese, Suzuki.
Japanese, yeah.
Oh.
Zen.
Oh, Zen. Oh, wow.
And I have this book.
Oh, this one's a Dharma. Dharma.
This is why this sign is here.
Oh, yeah.
Now you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this painting, just out in the hallway, there's more,
Oh, wow.
right?
Wow. So colorful, right? Wow. How long does it take to finish this?
Well, like I said, it takes a long, long, long time to decide on the real idea.
Oh.
But once painting starts,
Yeah.
sometimes with one like this where there's so much detail, it can take 2 months or
Wow.
even
2
longer.
months. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it's hard to concentrate on. You do one little area and you have to stop for the day because there's so much
I'm very lucky. See you.
concentration.
Over 2 months jobs, I just watch 10 seconds.
Right.
Yeah. Is it picture?
That's photograph.
Photograph.
Yeah, this one.
Did you take it?
Yes, I
Oh, wow.
take photographs too.
Where is it there?
This is in New Hampshire in the
New
United
Hampshire.
States,
Oh.
in the White Mountains, which is a beautiful area.
What kind of cameras at the time?
Canon.
Canon. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice
5D,
Oh.
Mark IV.
Mark IV. Oh, best one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark IV, best one. Wow, good.
That's, you see all around the fishing villages.
Yeah.
all along the coast, up around Sitka, and Alaska.
Yeah.
There's that's the floats for the nets, of course.
Wow. Okay. Greg, thanks for interviewing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks a
Tony.
lot.
Thanks for coming.